Welcome back, student. Today in this class we are going to learn different type of procedure. Okay, in this program we have to find the sum of three number using procedure. Okay, so there are two types of procedure we are having. One is called your event procedure, another one is called your general procedure. Okay, and general procedures are two types, that is called your sub procedure and another one is called your function procedure. So what we have to do, this is your form. Okay, and the form name what we have to give, we have to give, so we have to give what, event procedure, and then which procedure, sub procedure, and your which one, function procedure. Okay, so there are two types of procedure. One is called your event procedure, another one is called your general procedure. So there are two types of general procedure, sub procedure and a function procedure. And suppose if I will tell you, you find the sum of three number. So what you will do? You will use the event procedure. So how you're creating the button and you're giving some click event or any event to the button. Okay, so you're using which procedure? Event procedure. So in this lesson, you're going to learn the event procedure, how to use a sub procedure, how to write a program using function procedure. So we can find the sum of three number using these three procedure. So let's do it by using this program. Okay, so now I'm creating three buttons. This is your command 1, this is your command 2. Okay, this is your third one is your for function procedure. Okay, here suppose I'm writing here, what is the name I'm giving? Here I have given the name is event because I'm using here which procedure? Event procedure. And here what name I'm giving here? I'm giving here sub procedure. This procedure are very important, students, for the project development. Okay, so most of the programs include the procedure. You should have proper idea about the different types of procedure. Okay, next one is your function procedure. As I told you, okay, we can change the font size. Okay, control, I'm pressing control and I can change the font size together. Okay, here I'm making it, okay, 12. Suppose I'm increasing the size, I'm making it bold. Okay, so this is your event procedure, sub procedure and function procedure. Now look at it, this is your what? This is your command 1 button, this is your command 2 button, this is your command 3 button. Okay, there are three. That means, wait, I will tell you. See, these buttons always will have event procedure. Button will not have your sub procedure or your function procedure. That means here there are, if I'm using this three, means there are three procedures are there. Okay, so if I'm clicking on this one will be your command 1 underscore click event. Okay, and next, and here form 2 you go there. So if I'm clicking on this, it will be command 2 underscore click. Then function procedure, if I'm clicking on this, so it is your command 3. So these are the three which procedure? Event procedure. Okay, so because it is having the what, control name underscore the event name. Okay, so first of all we have to find the sum of three number. Okay, we have to find the sum of three numbers, so we can give the name to the frame. What name we can give to the frame? Okay, you just click on the form 2 and frame. If I'm clicking, okay, so you can give name to the form frame. Okay, in go to the caption of the frame. So what is the you are finding the sum of three number. Okay, now look at here, I'm going to the which one? Sorry, this spelling is wrong. Here is, what is the event procedure. Okay, I'm clicking. Okay, so if I'm clicking on this command 1 button, okay, I'm clicking on it. Okay, how you're finding sum of 3 number. Okay, so this is your command 1. Okay, how you're writing, how you're finding. So text3 dot text equal to val of text1 dot text plus val of text2 dot text, then plus value of text3 dot text. Okay, so this is the code only. Okay, this is always you are doing. If you will say, ma'am, how to find the sum of 3 number, means you are using this code. Okay, you are writing in the which procedure? Event procedure. Okay, so now if I will run this program, okay, it is running the first program. So how to change the another program? How to change to my form 2? Go to project 1 properties. Okay, you can change your startup project form 2. Okay, okay, now I'm running the project. So I will give the number, suppose 10, 20, 30. I'm clicking. So here, so that means what is the wrong here? So wrong is that this is the text 4. This is your text 4. Again I'm doing, again I'm executing. Okay, here this is your 10. Suppose this is second number is your 20. Third number is your 30. So the what answer should come? So sum of 3 number, what text4.txt, what it should come? It should come 60. So it is coming or not? Okay, you can change the font color here, font size here. Okay, now look at here. We'll go to the form. Okay, now sub procedure. What is sub procedure? You click on the sub procedure. Okay, same program we will do using sub procedure. Okay, which is a general processor. Okay, so sub procedure, function procedure are general processor. You click on this sub procedure. This is here. If I'm clicking, so I'm going to the event procedure only. Okay, so now in what I will do, I will declare the global variable dim, and I will declare the global variable what? My result. Okay, result as integer. I'm declaring the global variable integer. Okay, in this case, inside this command 2, I will declare 3 variable a comma b comma c as, okay, I will declare a as integer, okay, comma b as integer, comma c as integer. Okay, so I have declared 3 variable. What I will do, a equal to, I will keep the value of text1. Okay, so text1 dot text, b what I will hold, b equal to text2 val of text2 dot text. It will convert to numeric form. Val function will, it will convert to numeric form, the text box value. Okay, val equal to text box 3. Okay, and I have to make a call to the, now I have to make a call to the procedure. So how I will call? I will call, I'll give the procedure name. So my procedure name, suppose total. My procedure name is, I have given the name total. Okay, so total I have given the name, and in this what I am passing? I am passing the value of A, I am passing the value of B, I am passing the value of C. So this is called a procedure call. You can see which statement I have used, call statement. Okay, so call, I have to call which one? I have to call the sub procedure. Sub. So this is the function name, and this is the argument list separated by comma. This is a formal which one? This is your actual argument list. Okay, these are the parameter I'm passing, but still now this the sub procedure I have not written. So now see how to write that sub procedure. You have to write private. Okay, then you can write sub sub, and what is the what is the procedure name? The procedure name is your total. Okay, so here you have to specify P capital, okay, PRIVATE, private, SUB sub, S should be in capital letter, then function, sorry, not function name, this is the procedure name, okay, procedure name is total, and here you have to specify 3 formal argument. So X as, to write X as integer, comma, Y as integer, okay, so you have to specify this one also, it's not changing, you have to type, and then comma, Z as integer, okay. Okay, now what you have to do? So in this case, so it is automatically creating, okay, and sub, okay, this is called your sub procedure, which is also your general procedure. Okay, in this general procedure, we have declared the global variable result. Okay, so this global variable, what we will do? So X contain the value of A, Y contain the value of B, and Z contain the value of C. Okay, so that means so it contain X, Y, Z. Okay, so ABC are actual argument, X, Y, Z are your formal argument. A formal argument contain the copy of the actual argument. So what I will do, global variable equal to, global variable means it is accessible to all the functions and procedure, whether it is event procedure, whether it is sub procedure, or whether it is which procedure, whether it is your function procedure also. So here I will type X plus Y plus what, Z. Okay, we can save this program. Okay, so I will go to the form 2. Okay, here I will change the which one, a font I will change. I will increase the size. Okay, here suppose I am changing to 18, bold. Okay, so now I am executing. Okay, look at here. So for suppose say same thing, 20, 30 and 40. Suppose 40. First number 20, second number 30, third number 40. And what I will do? I will do sub. So it is not asking. So what is the mistake was there? What is the mistake? What we will do? Look at here. Here is the mistake. Okay, not mistake. So we have to, after this function call, after this procedure call, we have to assign the value of result to the text box 4. So text 4 dot text equal to, you have to type what, result variable, which is the global variable. Let's do. Now I will run again. Okay, so now 20, second number is suppose 40. Okay, third number is suppose 10. Okay, then I'm clicking on sub procedure. So what is the mistake? Okay, so what is the mistake here? Command 2 button. Okay, command 2 button mistake is there. Private sub command 2. So here, what is the mistake here? We can see here mistake is nothing but mistake. Here the mistake is we have made spelling mistake. Integer, G-E-R. Student, you will be a good programmer if you will make mistake, and after getting the mistake, you have to correct the mistakes. So now let's see. There is only spelling mistake was there. Okay, so this is your integer. It should be I. Okay. Okay, now it's changing. So now run the program. Okay, so this is your, suppose your 20. So this is your 30 and this is your suppose 40. What answer will come? Okay, it will become 90. Is coming or not? Sorry. It will come 70. Okay, 30 plus 20, how much? 50. 50 plus 40, how much should come? It should come 90. But why it is showing? What is the mistake happen? So here again one more mistake we have done. X plus Y plus, it should be Z. You can see so many mistakes I am doing. Again, if I am getting the wrong output, again I am correcting. Okay, so now again I am starting. I thought to make another video. If I am stopping like that means, but now no, I will have to continue with this only. Okay, suppose this is now how much? Suppose now this is now 20. So 30 plus 40, how much? 70. 70 plus 20, what should come? 90. So it is coming. Now we got the right answer. Okay, even if I am deleting this 90. If I'm doing using event procedure, I'm getting the same answer. Let's now do the same thing using function procedure. Okay, so now how to do using function procedure? Okay, now see, I have to go to the form 2. Okay, I will click on function procedure. See, this is your command 3 button, which is an event procedure. Okay, so same thing I have to do again here also. So this thing I will do copy paste. Okay, so here I will do what? Copy paste, and after that what I should write, what is here I will use result equal to, that means here variable you have, see one, remember one thing, this one is called your which procedure. See, I can for to make you understand, I can use the command line here. Okay, so command line I am using. So what is this one? This one is called your sub procedure. Okay, and now what I am going to do, I am going to write which procedure? Function procedure. Okay, your this procedure, your sub procedure does not return any value, but your function procedure will return a single value. Here we will say this is called your procedure call. Total a comma b comma c is called procedure call. Here we will say as function call. So here variable equal to function name. Okay, function name is what? Suppose at this time I will not give some name, we will give. Suppose I given the name summation. Okay, so my function name is called what? Summation. Okay, my function name is called what? Summation, and here I am passing the value of a comma b comma c. Okay, we have to pass the value. Okay, so what is the syntax here? Variable equal to function name, then argument list. So still we have not written the function procedure. How to write? Same thing, you have to write private. Okay, yeah, then you have to use the keyword function. Okay, then you have to read what is the function name I have given. I am given the function name summation. So here first letter always use capital letter, better to use. Okay, so summation. Okay, here what is the formal argument I will write here? X as integer, comma y as integer, comma z as integer. So what happens here? So that means function here and sub, but here function and function. Remember here we will get in event procedure, we will get event. Okay, control name then event name. But in this case you don't have any event. Okay, this procedures and your function, procedure, sub procedure and function procedure has to be called from the either form load event or from any other event procedure. So event procedure is used to call the which one? Sub procedure and your which one? Function procedure. See here what we will do, here there is output, there is no output variable. Okay, here we have to write the what is the name of the function. The name of the function is summation. Okay, so the name of the function is summation. So summation equal to, I will write the x plus y plus z. So it has to be calculated. Okay, and this is your, this is summation is nothing but your variable. This is your function name. So in the case of your function name should be same here also. So here function name means here also function name, because function will return a single value. Okay, and this value has to be stored in this result. Okay, here also we will not get the answer. So what we have to do? We assign the value in text4. So text4 dot text. So text4 dot text is what? Equal to what I will write? Okay, text4 equal to what I will write? Result. Okay, understood? So now what I have to do? See, now I'm clicking. So what this one? So I can write, this one is your REM statement is used to write the comment. So what is this one? This is your sub procedure. Okay, and you can see this is right. REM is used for writing command. Okay, and this one is your summation is your which one? That is called your function procedure. So what is the difference in exam? They will ask what is the difference between sub procedure and what is the difference between function procedure. Okay, so sub procedure does not return any value. Sub procedure does not result any which one value, but your function procedure will return a single value. Okay, and okay. So what is this command 1, command 2 underscore click, command 2 underscore click, command 3 underscore click? These are called your event procedure. So this one is what? This one is your which procedure? Event procedure. Okay. So this is very important for your exam. Okay. Now I'm running. Okay. I'll give the value here. So 20, 30, 45. Okay. So function procedure. So it's calculated correct 95. So for using function procedure, it is coming correct. Okay, you can see where is the function procedure. This is your function procedure. Okay, so this is called your which call? This one is called your, I can write the command line, you can end the program here. Okay, this is called your which call? So we can use command line here. Command line, this is called your which one? Function call. Okay, function call. Okay, so you can use REM statement to write comment, or you can use single apostrophe, you can use for command line. Okay, now next, this is your where is the function call? Here is your, this is not function call, I will say this one is as procedure call. Okay, so that means look at here, we find the sum of three number using event procedure. This is the code. Find the sum of three number using only event procedure. Even command 2 is also event procedure, but inside that, okay, I have my total function will find the sum of three number. Okay, and it will store in the global variable result. And here, to make a call to the procedure, you have to write call for procedure name and the argument list separated by comma. Okay, now here also you can see next one is your again command 3 result of event procedure, but but it is calling the function procedure and which will return a single value. Okay, here it is calling, some function is calling and it is returning the single value. So 10 plus 20 plus 30 is given here, so it will return what after calculating here. So it contain x contain 10, this y contain 20 and z contain 30. So 10 plus 20 plus 30, how much that is? 60 has to be written by this function to this function call, and 60 has to be stored in result. Okay, so it is very easy program using procedure in Visual Basic. So I'm running. So understood? So 23, 34, 67. Using event procedure, you're getting same answer. Okay, using your sub procedure, you're getting same answer. Using your function procedure also, you're getting same answer. Okay, so we will save this program and listen. I want to show you the notes. Okay, so this is the notes. Okay, look at here. One thing. This is your topic to be covered. We have covered operators nicely. We have covered theory and practical also. Okay, next we just now what I taught you, program based on types of procedure. Okay, so what are the types of procedure? Event procedure and general procedure. And general procedures are two types: sub procedure and function procedure. Sub procedure does not return any value, but your function procedure will return a single value. And always we are giving to the program controls, means text box, label, these are called as control. No, to this controls we are giving some event. So always we are using only event procedure. Okay, so now look at, I'm having notes on that. Okay, look at here now. So that means types of procedure. So what are the types of procedure? Just now I told event procedure, and next one is called your general procedure. So general procedure are how many type? Two types, sub procedure and your function procedure. So now come here, first come to the, everybody knows that event procedure. So if you are giving to the, okay, private, so this is your button, command button. So what is the event procedure will come? Private sub command one control name underscore click. So this is your, what is the syntax then? Private sub control name, okay, then your, this one is your event name. Okay, after this one statement, here statement, whatever you want you can type it here, then end sub. Okay, over. Next come for the general procedure, sub procedure and function procedure. Here we will now get to know the, what is the definition of the which one, how to define this procedure. Okay, how to define the procedure, look at here. So before going for the procedure, better you go for the example. So how you are defining the sub procedure? Private sub procedure name. Okay, here argument 1, here argument 2. Okay, result equal to x plus y. Okay, this x result is a global variable and sub. So that means what you got to know? What is the syntax? Syntax is a private sub procedure name, and here argument list statement and sub. Student, you just note down these notes. This full notes you have to note it down. Okay, after that I can show you. Okay, so this next one is your, which one is sub procedure. What is the syntax of procedure call? So syntax of your procedure call is, suppose call total a comma b, we have written there now. So suppose I am directly, I can write 30 comma 40. So what is the task of this total function? It will find the sum of two numbers. So call procedure name, then argument list. This is your procedure call. Next go for the function procedure. Function procedure means private function, okay, function keyword, then the function name, this is your function name, here formal argument list. Okay, x contain the copy of, so here if we will see, x contain the copy of a, y contain the copy of b, if a, b are actual argument. So total equal to x plus y. You can see this is total is same as a total function name only. So here function name, so that means here you have to write function name. What is the syntax then? Private function, function name, argument is function name equal to value. Function name equal to value. You can see in your calculator problem for finding addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, you have used this function only. Okay, now. So you understood? All of you, I think so you understood. Okay. So here we have to stop now. Okay, thank you for watching this video, students.